Hi guys! Today the plan is to install Arch Linux with the window manager. I think I'm gonna choose Cinnamon because I like Cinnamon. It's nice and clean looking. Now I already have an Arch Linux VM. I'm gonna install this in VirtualBox. So I just confirmed if Cinnamon is actually available, and it is, but it's in the community, which I actually don't remember if that's I think that's an AUR a repository, maybe. I'm not entirely sure. So we'll have to see. But we're gonna install AUR support anyway because you probably want to do that. Okay. So the first step, actually, we're gonna do this. So the first step is to go to archlinux.org here, and where was it? Oh, there, download here. Yeah. So you go to archlinux.org, click download, and then you want to download two things. You want to download this torrent file, either the magnet or the torrent, doesn't matter. It's the same file. You download that with BitTorrent. You need a BitTorrent client for that. Or you can download the netboot image as well. But I recommend one of these. Then, if you want to if you want to follow their guide precisely, you also want to download this file, the PGP signature. You can see down here, when I hover over it, it's .iso.sig. This is PGP signature for the ISO. I already downloaded this, as you can see here. Now I copied them here to my Windows desktop, just for simplicity reasons. But I have it on my file server, so I already prepared the command that we're gonna run. Oh, I'm jumping ahead here. Okay, so once you have downloaded these two files, then you are done with this tab. So you can close that. Okay, let's. Oh yeah, and then you go to the installation guide. I think it's on the wiki and installation guide. Yeah. So pre-installation, acquire an installation image. That's what I just talked about. Download and the GPT signature. Then you run this command to verify the ISO. Now I have this on my file server, so I already prepared. I just copy pasted this command here. And then it doesn't like, I mean, yeah, it says a signature, but like if we go to, hang on, if we go to the download page, right? Like this command doesn't do anything. Like it doesn't tell you that it's actually the correct file. Because you get the key but the key isn't displayed here. So so it's kind of weird. What you want to do instead is do an MD5 sum on archlinux.iso. And there you go. There you have the MD5 sum 1B6A. 1B6A. Yep. So it's the correct, or it's not corrupted, and it's the right ISO. It hasn't been tampered with or anything like that. So this command is, to be honest, for me it's actually kind of useless. It's better to do MD5 sum or SHA1 sum to verify this. Now this fingerprint, I suppose you can verify that with this, but I don't see it, so I don't know. Anyway, that's how you verify the ISO. But you don't really need to do that. That's just if you want to be like super careful about what you're doing. Okay, so for a moment, let's go to VirtualBox, because now, as you can see, I already have an Arch Linux, but this is the one I installed earlier. I didn't do a guide for this one. So we're gonna do a new machine. I'm gonna call this Arch Linux 2. Arch Linux 2. Linux Arch Linux. Next, gonna give it 2 gigs of RAM. Create a virtual hard disk. VDI. Dynamic is fine. And you wanna have, I usually give my VMs at least 20 gig. You can always increase that later, but you can lower it to 10 gig. That's probably fine as well if you're... Oh, wait, whoops. Hang on. I misspelled the Arch Linux 2. Arch Linux 2. Arch Linux. Next. 2 gigs. Create VDI. Next dynamic. And here, yeah. So you can, yeah, it's correct now. Okay. You can give it 10. That's probably fine. But if you're gonna install a desktop environment, a GUI, a window manager, then you probably want, I would say 20 gig. That's probably more than enough. And then you can always expand later. Don't give it too much disk, because it's harder to, well, yeah, usually it's harder to shrink a disk and the partition than it is to grow. It's much easier to grow a disk than to shrink a disk. So yeah, 20 gig should be fine. Okay, and I'm gonna move this up here so I have it in the correct order. Okay, so now we're gonna go into settings. And advanced, you want bidirectional clipboard and drag and drop and stuff like that. This requires the VirtualBox Guest Additions. We're gonna install that later. EFI, I think. Hang on, let me look at my existing one. System. I do not have EFI. Okay. So maybe we don't need that then. No, I don't think we do. Okay. 16 gig is fine for the video memory, but I usually give it 32. I don't know why, I just do it. Now, this is something that's a little bit unfortunate. I ran into some issues with my Arch Linux installation. It does not work with 3D acceleration for some reason. I don't know why. and that's a little bit of an issue, because then you can't run things like Steam and Spotify correctly. It looks weird and crashes and stuff like that. So yeah, that's kind of a bummer. Because if you enable 3D acceleration, then the X session, the light DM or GDM or whatever you're running, it just won't start. Yeah, it's X that just won't start for some reason. I don't know why. There's probably a way to fix it, but for right now, I don't know how to fix that. So I'm gonna leave this disabled, and this is the correct graphics controller though to use for Arch Linux. This is the VMware driver. Okay, storage, and here we want to attach. Oh right, I have two. Which one is which? Well, I don't know. I have one here for simplicity reasons, and then I have one on my file server. So yeah, it doesn't matter which one I choose. Okay, audio. Yeah, that's fine. I usually wanna. It's fine to run NAT, but I like to run bridged to have it on the same network with no extra routing or anything like that. And I want to add the shared folder because that's kind of handy to have if you want to move files back and forth in between the VM and the Windows host. Sure. Oh, by the way, this is Windows 10. The host is Windows 10, and I'm running VirtualBox. So yeah. User interface, general. Okay, I think we are done with everything for the VM. All right, let's boot it up. Now it's gonna boot the live CD. Oh, it boots up here. Actually, I can see if I do this. It boot up here, and it for some reason it wants me to. And there we go. Okay, Arch Linux install medium. Yes. And also, we're gonna do so. We can minimize this now because we're done with that part. So, oops. So I'm gonna do this to kind of have both the guide and the live CD on the same window for you guys. So it's easier to see what I'm doing. Okay, set the keyboard layout. Now I already know that my keyboard, it says here, you can ls this path to look at all the key maps, but I already know that my key is SV Latin 1 because I'm Swedish and I have a Swedish keyboard, and yep, it's working fine. Cool. Verify the boot mode. I don't think, yeah, we can do this, but I don't think it's necessary because we're not running EFI. So this should, yeah, there's no EFI directory. So yeah. IP link. Now, this is another thing that's a little bit like, yeah, sure, IP link. IP link, that's good. Yeah, I have a link, but it's better to run IP add. And there you can see that I have, let's see if I can show you. No, I can show you with the mouse. But you can see that I have a local address, 192.168.0.104. Okay, so let's ping the network.se. And it's working. So the internet is working. Awesome. Cool. And they ping Arch Linux. Doesn't matter what host you're pinging as long as it's responding. Time, date, CTL, set NTP, true. Okay, fdisk. Yeah, now it's time to partition the hard drive. So fdisk dev SDA. Now we want to set up 3 partitions. We want to set up a boot partition. We want to set up a swap partition, and we want to set up a root partition. Like they have, like you don't need to do it with MBR. Like here, they have example layouts here where they don't have a separate boot partition with MBR, but I don't know. I'm so used to doing that, so I'm gonna do that. So you just type P. Oh right, P lists the partitions. Yeah, it's N for new. P for primary 1. Just enter, and then first sector, enter, and then you want to type plus 512. I think it's just M. Yeah, 512 meg. That should be fine for the bootloader or for the boot partition. Now, if you type P, it shows up there. And it's Linux, and that's correct. Now we want to make another partition. And this can be primary as well, doesn't matter. First sector, yep, and then 1 gig, or I think it's plus 1 gig, like that. Yeah, and then if I press P again, you can see that I have one with 512 and one with 1 gig. Now this one, I want to use a swap. So we press T, 2, L for list all types, T is type. And we want to choose 82, which is the Linux swap. So type 82. Now, if we type P, you can see that the first one is Linux, the second one is Linux swap. Okay. And we press N again. P, 3, first sector and last sector. We want to use all the available space left for the root partition. Press P again to verify. Yep. So we have 500 meg boot, 1 gig swap, and 18.5 for the root partition. And you type W to write. And there you go. Now we have partitioned the hard drives. Okay. And so now we need to make the file systems. So make fs.ext2 usually for the boot. Right? Okay. And then make swap for dev sda2. Swap on dev sda2. Swap on S to show that the swap is actually active, and it is. Cool. And then make fs3 and ext4. There we go. Now we have file systems on the partitions, and we have a swap partition that is up and running. Cool. Now we need to mount the root partition into mount. Because we're gonna install stuff. This is the live CD. And now we're gonna mount what we're gonna install to a folder called mount. Okay? So mount dev sda3 mnt, like so. And they have swap on down here, but I already did that. Installation. Okay. So packstrap mount base Linux firmware. I think that's enough. And then inside we're gonna chroot into the mount later, but I think this is enough for this first step. Then inside the chroot we're gonna install some other stuff later. But yeah, this command just installs this command packstrap installs these package groups into mount, which is the where we mounted our root partition. And then later on we're gonna chroot into this. So we just have to wait for this. It should be done pretty soon. Yeah, Arch Linux is a pretty nice Linux distro. It can be a little bit daunting. Let me just double check that I actually mounted the correct disk or partition. Yeah, I did. Okay, cool. It can be a little bit daunting especially for new users, but it's a great way to learn Linux, to start with something like Arch, because it is a little bit more challenging to install and stuff like that. Then you learn more. If you install something like Ubuntu, then you're not going to learn anything like, yeah, you're gonna learn maybe some commands inside the Linux installation, but you're not gonna learn about how to actually install the stuff and how the kernel works and all that stuff. So an even more quote hardcore version of Linux is something called Gentoo, where you, and especially if you compile the kernel yourself, which I did. I'm doing a guide on Gentoo right now, and we'll see when I get that up and running. But yeah, I compiled the kernel there, and it booted up just fine. It's really cool how much they've added to the Linux kernel. Like there's native support for Nintendo Wii and all sort of stuff nowadays. Pretty cool. Okay, Packstrap. Okay, so gen fs tab. You mount etc fs tab. Okay. And now we're gonna chroot into mount. Okay. Cool. And right, you wanna set the time zone. So let's see, it's user share zone info. Then it's, for me, it's Europe, Stockholm. Then you symlink it to etc local time, like so. Oh, whoops, wait. I don't know what D does. It might be, yeah, that might be incorrect. This is the correct command. Okay. Yeah, D is something else I don't remember. I don't think it matters, but we want to be precise here. Hardware clock. Sys to hardware clock. Okay. And then yeah. So vi etc local gen. Oh, right. Can I do this? Let's see. Hang on. IP added. Okay. So can I do this? Pacman vim. I can already. Awesome. Okay. So oh, maybe it hasn't created a symlink, but this works. Okay. Cool. The only locale I need is the ENUS UTF-8. And it's this one. ENUS UTF-8 UTF-8. That's the only locale I need. And then local gen. There we go. Vim. Where is Vim, by the way? Where is Vim? User bin Vim. ln ls user bin Vim user. Oh, that's double slash there. User bin Vim user bin vi. Huh? Invalid option. ln like so. And now I can run vi, right? Yeah. Cool. Because I'm so used to typing as vi instead of vim. Okay, vi etc local gen. That's the one we did. Vi oh, did we run local gen? No. Yeah, we did, I think. Yeah, we did. Okay. Okay, so now we need to edit the locale .com. etc locale.com. Okay. Lang equals en underscore us dot utf8. Lang en us. Oh. ENUS UTF8. And then, yeah, that's fine. Ah, right, the vconsole. Yeah, it's the vconsole.conf keymap sv latin 1. Okay. Yeah, if the host name, we'll call this arch2. And I have to scroll down a bit now. Right, now we edit the hosts file. And okay, so 127.001 localhost arch2 colon localhost arch2. And we can also do like arch2.local and arch2.local, like so. Yeah. All right. I suppose we could add this as well in case. Well, no, I don't think we need to do that. Okay, right, make init CPIO. Make init CPIO P. Oh, it created a. There we go. This creates the init ram fs. It's not usually required, but it's required if you are running. Yeah, it says here, like if you're running LVM, system encryption, RAID, or maybe you have lots of different partition setups, like different partitions for user and var and home and stuff like that, then you might need an init ram fs. But for this installation, I don't think we need an init ram fs. But it's nice to have anyway. So yeah. Okay, password. Now let me just double check that. Yeah. Cool. All right, choose and install a capable bootloader. Okay, so it doesn't say, like in the guide, if you click on bootloader, if you open that in a new tab, you get to this page, which is kind of like, well, if you're new to Linux, you're like, what do I do here? I recommend grub and mbr is what we did. So let's see, UEFI systems. Yeah, if you're running EFI, you need to specify some specific flags to grab. But before we do that, well, it actually it actually doesn't say here, but you need to install grub the grub program first, but before you install grub on your disk, if you follow me. So we need to do this pacman s grub, and let's check that we have grub. Yep, we have a we have lots of grub stuff. So we just do this grub install dev SDA1. No, not SDA1. Just SDA. Grub install dev SDA. No error reported. Good. If you get an error there, then you need to investigate why you got an error. Maybe it's because you're running EFI and you need to specify like some sort of flags, target, EFI directory, and stuff like that. And then the next command we need to do is make a grub config. And we do that. Let me scroll up so you can actually see it up. Yeah, you can see it up here. This is what I'm gonna do. Grub, make config, output, boot, grub .cfg. There we go. It found the Linux image, it found the init.rd, and it found the fallback init.rd image as well. Cool. And we are done with grub. We don't need to do anything more with that. So now it's time to exit the chroot. Although, let's see, let me think a little bit. Should we install something else before we reboot? It doesn't really matter, but I can do it now anyway. It doesn't really matter when I do this. ECC make Perl. Because we're gonna need those later when we install AUR support. I'm gonna install something called J. J is a program that you can install AUR packages with. It's kind of handy. If you don't know what AUR stands for, or what it stands for Arch Linux User Repositories, AUR. And it's not official packages from Arch Linux. It's like users that provides packages that does not exist in the base base Arch repositories. Like things like maybe Spotify, for instance. Maybe I'm not sure. It might exist in the standard. I don't remember. I think you can install. Well, we'll see. What you could probably do is with J, you can install something called Snap or Snapd, and then with that you can install Spotify. Yeah, or you can install Spotify with J. I think I did that. The problem is though that because I cannot get 3D acceleration to work, Spotify doesn't work. It just crashes, unfortunately. So, but if we ignore Spotify and Steam and those kinds of things, because that's what I install on all my VMs that I do guides for. If you ignore those two, I hope that we're gonna end up with a pretty nice installation, hopefully. Okay, so we have installed the bootloader. The microcode, maybe we need that. Right, yeah, I don't think we need this, to be honest. Yeah. I don't think we need that. If we do, we will have to boot back into the live CD and do stuff. One good thing about this with this Arch installation process is that what I'm gonna do now is exit the chroot. You mount the partition we mounted. Then I'm gonna reboot the machine, remove the installation CD, and boot the actual installation that we have made. Now, if we should run into some issue, maybe it won't boot, maybe something is there's a problem or something, and you can't fix it directly in the Arch installation, then you can always attach this installation ISO again and do the same process again. Just not do packstrap or anything. Just boot the live CD up and chroot into your installation by just mounting or just mount the just do this mount dev SDA3 mount, and then you do well. Now I am in the chroot, so yeah, you do first you mount dev. It's already mounted, but just to show you, SDA3 to mount. That's what you do, or whatever partition is your root partition, right? Oh wait, hang on. I just realized something. I created a separate boot partition, but it's not gonna use that one because I forgot to mount that. Well, what we could do is this. Hang on. Whoops. So let's do Arch chroot into mount again, and then let's ls into boot. Yeah. Whoops. All right. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna move boot to boot boot top 1, and now we shouldn't have any directory called boot, right? Yeah. Whoops. Let me just check that they have the same permissions, and they do. Okay, and now I'm gonna exit the chroot, and I'm gonna mount. Let's see here. Mount dev. Oops. Dev SDA1 into mount boot, like so. Yeah, now we have mount is the root partition and mount boot, that's the boot partition. Yeah. So if we do an Arch ch root again. Oh, and mount. Okay. So now we have boot and boot 1. Boot should be empty. It is, except lost and found because it's a separate partition. And boot 1 has all the grub and stuff like that. Yeah. So we're just gonna move everything from boot.1 to boot, like so. And now everything should be in boot. Oh, whoops. Okay. LSLA, but boot should be empty. Wait, no. Boot 1 should be empty. What? Oh my god, I'm a fucking dingus. Okay, boot, move boot. Here. There we go. rmdir boot 1 lsla slash. We only have one boot. We don't have a boot 1, we only have one boot. And boot contains grub, the fallback, the Linux image, and the initramfs. Yeah. Yep. And yeah, so let's see here. Yeah, we need to fix this. Let's see. Where was the? There it is. Yeah, it's right before we see root. So we need to run this again because you don't need to, because you probably won't mess up like I did. But I need to do this. Gen fs tab, you mount. Yeah, let's do that just to see. Oh, whoops. Mount etc fs tab. Okay, and then we arch root again, and we check the fs tab. Now we have multiple entries, so I'm gonna fix that. But we have one for boot, which is good, and then we have one for swap, and then yeah, so and this is the same, yeah, and this is the one. I'm gonna move that dd print, yeah, so we have them in the correct order. SDA1 is the boot partition, SDA2 is the swap, SDA3 is the root partition. Looks good. Okay, cool. Now I think we're done. Now let's hope that that everything. I wonder if we should we make a new initramfs because of the new partition. I think we should. I really do. Yeah. So okay, init cpo p. Yeah, because the yeah, I think it overrode it. Just because the partition structure changed. So it's probably a good idea to do that again. And it's also probably a good idea to do to redo the grub. So grub install the SDA and grub make config output boot grub.cfg. Yeah. Yeah, looks good. Okay. Sorry about that, my little mistake there. Okay, let's reboot. Now you mount boot and mount. And reboot. Now this is gonna reboot into the live CD, so we're just gonna do like so it doesn't boot anything like or anything like that. And then we're gonna here on the optical drives just remove disk from virtual drive and force unmount, and then just do a reset. And now it should boot the actual Arch installation we did. Okay. And let's hope it boots. Looks like it did. Now I don't have a... Oh, this is so weird. It's super slow. It was like this before as well. There's something that's... I don't know. There's something with VirtualBox that... Like... I don't know. There's something with VirtualBox and Arch, specifically Arch Linux. The login process, I don't know, it's super slow. And I don't think it set the correct... Let's see here. Yeah, it did not set... Unfortunately, it did not set the key map, so I had to... I don't remember how you do that. Because on my Arch Linux, my first one, it works fine. It doesn't really matter because we're gonna boot into a GUI, and we're gonna set the correct keyboard there. But yeah, I mean, all you do is loadkeys SV Latin 1, and then yeah, now it's correct. But for some reason, this V console that seems to be only used if you're running EFI, and I'm not running EFI. Maybe I should have done that. I don't know. I can take a look at my existing Arch to see, like, if I do this, if I go into etc, sorry, if I go into etc and if I grep for SV Latin 1 and recursive, yeah, V console. Although this is what is this even? Is this Gnome? I think it's Gnome. Yeah, so as in Gnome, I set the correct keyboard layout. So I actually don't know, like if I boot outside of this, if it actually works. I don't know. Anyway, let's not spend too much time on that. Because right now it's the correct key map. If you have the wrong key map, all you do is load keys SV Latin 1. If you live in Germany, for instance, it's DE Latin 1, I think. And Finland, I think, is FI Latin 1, and so on and so forth. If you're English, just load keys EN, I think. Okay. So, well, let's see. IP link, IP address. Ah, right. Do we have DHCP? We should have installed DHCP-CD. And I can't do that now because I can't install it because I don't have any internet. Ah, all right. Well, RIP. But now you get to see what you do if you mess up something. You just boot the live CD and then you chroot into the installation and you install what you need, and then you go from there. Now I think I think Arch uses system D, pretty sure. So then I would have to install dhcpcd and then run systemctl enable system dhcpcd in the chroot. Okay, Arch. No, the first thing we need to do is mount. Oh right, load keys sv Latin 1 mount dev sda3 mount sda1 into mount boot, then arch chroot mount. That's what you do. Now we're in the installation itself, but we're running the live CD in the background. Okay, so now I can do pacman s dhcpcd and then systemctl enable dhcpcd. Great. Okay, cool. Now we should have internets in the installation. Yeah, I don't know why they don't have this in the guide. Kind of weird. Well, I don't know. So you mount boot. You mount exit. I think, yeah, reboot. And now it's gonna reboot into the ISO. Cancel the timer. Remove disk. Force and mount. Reset. And now hopefully we will have internet. Makes it a little bit easier if I have internet. Okay, let's see if it lags like it did before. Yeah, look at that. There's something really weird specifically with Arch and VirtualBox. I've never had this issue with any other distribution. Now it seems to be fine. I don't know if it loads something in the background and it's like super slow. But now it's fine. Yeah, now it's fine. But for a few seconds it's like super slow. And you can even see it with the, yeah, look at the load time. Well, 0.56 is not that high, but it's pretty high for like a newly. So there's some process that's going on in the background that hogs up a lot of CPU or memory or something. I have no idea what it is though. IP address. Beautiful. Beautiful. We have an IP. And if I ping QNetSC, yes, it works. Cool. Great. Okay, we have internet. Yahoo! Oh, okay. Oh, okay, so now we need to install a window manager. We didn't need to install any microcode, and oh yeah, maybe we should do this. Oh, we haven't. Wait. All right. Load keys. Let's see. Does Arch have like something like rc.local or something like that? No. Back in the day, you had a file called rc.local, and you could add whatever to it, and if I don't know if Arch runs or reads rc.local. I don't think so. System, because yeah, systemctl, that was this vinit, I think, that back in the day. And this is systemc, or this is systemd. So I don't think even if I created a file called rclocal, I don't think that. Maybe in profile. Is it profile? Like if I add, because it loads profile on boot, I'm pretty sure. Set the correct key map. Load keys SV Latin 1. I'm actually gonna where oh, Pacman is, where is what? Where? Oh, okay. Where is load keys? User bin. Okay. User bin. User bin. Because I'm not sure if the path is included. If user bin is, yeah, that might not be included when you boot. So it's better to have the full path. Okay, let's reboot and see if that works. That would be pretty neat. But I'm not sure. There's probably a much better way to do this. Oh, whoops. Oh yeah, look at that. It's so slow again. And you can see the blink is really slow. It's gonna speed up in a moment here. There. Now we're fine. I don't know what's going on there. No, it did not load the correct keys, unfortunately. Will it do that on login? Oops. Yes, it will. After I've logged in, it has the correct key map. Okay, cool. So yeah, profile is tied to, yeah, to a login to login sessions, not the actual boot environment. It loads the profile when you log in. Yeah. Okay. So I have to. It's not perfect, but it's better than it was. All right. Let's continue with Pacman. So, oh yeah. Before I do this, there are several ways to install AUR, Arch Linux user repositories. I found that J is pretty good. It's simple and easy to use, really easy to install. Yeah, I think this is what I used back in the days. Yaourt. Yeah, I remember that. So J is based on the design Yaourt, but that was like, wow, that was probably like 20 years ago or something like that, or at least 10 years ago that I did that. So yeah, Pacman as needed git base and all. Yes. Now we're gonna add a user. So add user. Wait, is it add user? No, it's user add in. Yeah, user add circ. User mod and key circ users. Wait, let's see. Does circ exist? Oh, whoops. Yes. I think it's the group first, right? Users. Yep. And then what is it? Wheel. And then sudo no. Okay, so sudo. And then we're gonna scroll down, and instead you could just copy and add your user, but it's better to just do this. So the group wheel will be able to sudo. So if we do id circ, yeah. So if I log out, log in with is this instead? Wait. Oh, I haven't set the password on the user. That could be a good idea to do. Now I don't know if has it loaded? No. So it unloads the profile when you log out. Okay. Gotcha. What? Uh-oh. Wait. No, it's still okay, so I must have just mistyped them. Okay, so it retained the Swedish keyboard layout. Okay. R2 login root. There we go. Okay, yeah. I just mistyped the first time. Okay, password circ. Cool. Yeah, I haven't created a home directory yet, but keymap permission denied. What? Not okay. What the hell is that? I've never seen that before. That's so weird. But I should be able to sudo su. Yes, awesome, cool. So make peer home circ shown circ home home circ mod 7 can do 711 on home circ. All right, cool. Let's log in again just to see. So it still says like keymap permission denied. Like if like load keys SV Latin 1. Oh, oops. Oh. Oh, okay. I apparently I'm not allowed to. Huh. Interesting. That's a little bit weird. Hmm. let's see here, sudo su. User bin loadkeys, right? Yeah. What the? Oh. It's so annoying with these Swedish characters and UTF. Always bugs the shit out. Yeah, I mean, I'm allowed to execute it, but yeah. Okay, so let's just ignore that for now. I don't know. Okay, so let's see. Need base. Yeah, we did that. Now we're gonna exit into, because we're not gonna do this as a root because yeah. I think we want to git clone https our archlinux.org yay.git cool cd yay make package si. And now it's gonna install yay, which is like a package manager for our. It's like Pacman, but for the user repositories, which is really handy. Okay. Yay. Cool. All right. Let's do a pacman. Whoops. No, let's sudo first. Okay, retain that. What is it? Pacman ls to update, but yeah, there was nothing to update. Okay, cool. Now let's search for cinnamon. Okay, so maybe that's not in the R, because I don't think it would show up. I think I would have to use J for that. But yeah, let's install cinnamon. We need let's see here. We need a I guess light DM works. Yeah, that should probably work. Let's see what it will actually. It's gonna install a lot of stuff. Yep. Wow, 234 packages. So yeah, we might have to install a window manager loader ourselves, like light DM. I don't know if it will do that on its own or if I need to do that. We'll see. And after I have installed that, the only thing I need to do is enable it with systemd, with systemctl enable light DM. And then it should work. And then after that, I think we should be done with the console stuff and start doing some GUI window manager stuff. Okay, so let's see if like cinnamon. Let's search again for cinnamon and do like cinnamon desktop. Oh, because I don't know, like, mm, I think it installed all these things, but just to be just to be Cinnamon desktop. I mean, it should have installed these already. I'm just being super cautious here, so we don't run into some weird issue where we're in kind of a limbo state where we're we're not in console, but we're not in UI either. We're just in limbo with an X session that has hung. That's so that's so annoying. That's why I'm doing this. It's you probably don't have to do this, but I just in case it forgot some of this. I'm gonna that appear to be installed actually. It says install. Oh, yeah, it says install. So Nemo. Okay. Let's see here. So okay, so but that's the window man. Now we need to have something that can load the window menu. Light DM. Let's see. Hang on. What? Light DM is not installed. Okay. Do we have any? Like, do we have GDM installed? No. Does Cinnamon have, like, if we do, yeah, I don't know. Let's do Light DM. Yeah, let's install Light DM. And then systemctl enable Light DM. Okay. Now, this should work if I reboot. I think. I might have forgotten something. If it doesn't work, then and we hang in. Oh wait, xorg. Did it install that? I think it installed Wayland. Let's reboot and see what happens. Because I actually don't. I think. I mean, failed. Failed to start light display menu. Okay, why? Just so it just says failed. Okay, why? Okay, yeah, this is what I was afraid of. Now we're in like in a kind of limbo state. That's so strange. Hello? What? Wait, what? Is it like, did it give up or what happened? Yeah, so there's no. If I let's see, just yeah, I can go into there. Okay, so if light DM, if I do this, oh, huh, it didn't. Hmm, didn't do the thing there. But then I have to go back here, maybe, or where is it? Okay, nothing happens. Is it even? Yeah, okay, so it completely fails. Um, oh, okay. All right, so systemctl disable light DM. I have no idea why it doesn't work. I guess we can try and install Pacman. Why it's isn't this loaded? Load keys. We could try and install Pacman. We can install GDM. And see if that works. Yeah, maybe I needed some X stuff like X, but I saw in the list when it installed Cinnamon that it installed Wayland something. So I thought that because Wayland is kind of a new um, Window Manager server. That's kind of, I don't know if it's gonna replace X, but it's in the process of perhaps maybe replacing X. Okay, so we have GDM instead. Okay, systemctl enable GDM. Okay, let's do a reboot and see what happens. I think I have Gnome on my previous Arch Linux. I don't remember why, because I'm not a huge fan of Gnome. It might have been because of this. Something didn't work. Oh, look at this. Yeah, I think. Yeah. So this is how it looks when. This is how it looked when I had 3D acceleration on. Yeah, it just hangs here. Let's confirm that. No, there we go. There we go. It just took a while. Oh yeah, maybe that's the same thing when we log in to with the console. It takes a while. Like something happens in the background. I don't know, some process. There's probably some bug or something that's going on. I'm just gonna double check that display. Then yeah, 3D is not on. Unfortunately, we can't use that. I don't think we can try. We can try and enable it on this one. I did not get it to work on my first installation, but we can try on this one. Now let's see what. Okay, this is still English. Okay. Although, yeah, right. Doesn't matter for this password. Right. Cool, man. Wait, what? Huh? Oh, is this GNOME? Oh, well, okay. Yeah, I guess since we installed GDM, it installed GNOME. It replaced GNOME instead of Cinnamon. Okay. Well, okay, fine. I'll take it. I mean, uh, it, yeah, whatever. Um, let's see here. Dun, 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 dun. We need to go into settings and storage, and this is empty. Okay, cool. So now we need to insert the guest additions CD image. Run. Now it might not be able to run on its own. I don't know. So what we could do is wow, this looks really weird. Can I? No, I can't do that yet because I don't have. Like, where's the terminal? I don't even have a terminal. Test utility, Vim. Can I do this? I can't even. Hang on. Can I do? Wait, what the hell? If I log out, can I? Yeah, it isn't capturing. Can I like force capture or something? Keep mouse integration. Uh, what I want to do is go into another TTI. What the hell, man? This is so stupid. Oh, look here. Oh, it has Gnome and Cinnamon. Oh, oh, cool. Oh, wow. I didn't realize that. Oh, oh, how cool. Yeah, look at that. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, that's awesome. Cool. Okay, this is Cinnamon. This is much better. Yeah. Awesome. Now, do we have we might have to install like like where is a I need I need a terminal. What the hell? Wow, this is like super minimal. I don't even have a terminal. What the hell, man? And like I can't can I like do this? Oh, can I do this? Let's see. What's it called? Like, I mean, Xterm works, but yeah, I guess sure. Xterm. Will that actually do do anything? Probably not. I need to be root to be able to install stuff. I don't have a terminal. I can't do anything. I need a terminal so I can actually, or actually maybe not. Maybe there's a like like a GUI. Uh, it would have been so much easier if it came with the terminal. Preferred applications, system settings, Windows. Uh, what the hell, man? Like if I vouch Vim, if I nothing happens. Uh, terminal. Yeah, I don't, I don't have a terminal. Oh my god. Well, that means we have to actually boot into the ch root again. Because I can't install it otherwise. There's no way. Restart. Oh. Jesus Christ. How can you Oh. How can you have a window manager package group without a terminal? Like, come on. And I was also super careful as well to make sure that everything listed with Cinnamon was installed, and apparently that was not enough. It's not enough, man. Maybe Cinnamon doesn't come with a terminal. Maybe I have to install Gnome terminal or something like that. Could be. That works. As long as I have something that I can type commands into, then I'm fine. It doesn't matter what type of terminal it is. I just need a terminal. And I wasn't able to switch the TTIs either because the mouse didn't capture the machine correctly. It was seamless. So when I pressed like Alt F2, it did Windows stuff, even when I had the window focused. So really strange. Okay, load keys SV Latin 1 mount dev SDA3 into mount dev SDA1 into mount boot. There we go. Arch ch root into mount. Cool. Pacman f gnome terminal. Okay, is that actually installed now? Or I mean it is, but like gnome, yeah, gnome terminal. Okay, that works fine. Is there like a cinnamon? But I searched for cinnamon. So cinnamon. There's no like cinnamon terminal, right? No. No. So I guess cinnamon. I wonder how other distros does it, like Linux Mint, for instance. Because when you install Linux Mint and you choose Cinnamon, it comes with a lot of pre-installed stuff, like the terminal, for instance. But maybe Linux Mint just installs GNOME terminal for you or something like that. Maybe. I'm not sure, actually. We can install Firefox. What else do we need? Thunderbird. So now we have a terminal, we have a web browser, we have an email client. Anything else we need? The only thing I really needed was the terminal, to be honest. Yeah, so I think we're good. Okay, so exit this, view mount, boot, boot, view mount. Now it's gonna, oops, there we go. Devices, optical drives, remote disk, force mount, reset. Now hopefully this works. At least we got Cinnamon to work, which is great. Now we have to wait here. There's some bug. I have no idea what's going on. But yeah, it did this without the UI as well. It probably takes up like 100% CPU. So some process is bugging, or it's some memory leak or some sort of bug that's happening here. So we just have to wait a little bit here. It will most likely load. It did the last time. It just takes quite a while for some reason. Now it doesn't do that on my first Arch installation. Maybe once we have installed the guest additions, it will stop behaving like that. It might have to do something with that. That's my guess, at least. So okay, now. Come on, please work. No! Are you kidding me? What? You are kidding me, right? What? Oh my god. At least Firefox works. Jesus Christ. Okay, so how... But I need a terminal to run the V. I need to. Oh yeah, I need to install the header, the Linux headers as well. But why won't? God damn it. Okay. Did we install Xterm? We should have installed. Damn it. Yeah. Yeah, this doesn't work. I have no idea why. It's probably some dependency missing or something, but oh. Oh my god, so annoying. Okay, wait, what if we do... Okay, what if we do the... Can I like... Wait, if we reboot... wait, what's Nemo? Access and organize files. Maybe I can go into file system. Well, I need to do this as root, so this wouldn't work. Yeah, I need a terminal. Okay, but what if we do this? What if you restart and use the fallback? What does the fallback do? Will it boot the UI? Or will it... yeah, looks like it boots. But maybe... What if it's temporarily switched to Gnome instead of Cinnamon? Yeah, we could try that. And just so I can install the VBox Guest Additions. So I can so hopefully this stuff won't hang anymore. Plus I can run it in full screen, like this one, for instance. This one I already have. I can just do this, and it's in full screen, like super nice. And I have well, I haven't actually installed Firefox. Like, man, that's Firefox. Fire. What? There it is. Add to favorites. Yay! And of course, add doc plus. Because ads are the devil. Cool. archlinux.org. Yay! Yeah, as you can see, it works just fine. And even without 3D acceleration, you can see it's really snappy, like really fast. The problem is though that if let's see, if I start I've installed both Steam and Spotify on this machine, but if I run Steam, you can see here, like, yeah, it looks super weird. Like I don't even know. If I click here, I think this is the login, and like if I can't even type anything here. Like it's completely broken. And if I search for Spotify, actually we have two versions. I don't know why. We we installed one from... Oh wait, is this working? Maybe? No. Not really, no. Yeah, I installed, I think one was from AUR and one was from, I don't know, like Snap or something. Yeah, none of them work. I think you need 3D acceleration in order for Spotify to work, unfortunately. So yeah. But at least I got them installed. Now, then again, why would you want to run Steam on a virtual machine? Like, the game is probably not going to perform that well anyway. And when it comes to Spotify, that would be nice to have. But I mean, yeah, I mean this works, so I'm happy with this installation actually. But yeah, okay. So let's choose Gnome. Oh, Gnome and Gnome on XOR. So this is Wayland then, I suppose. And this is XOR. Okay, let's choose Gnome. And then just will the terminal work here? No, it doesn't even work here. There's some dependencies missing. I guess that's so weird. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do this. This is kind of stupid, but I don't know what to do really. So I'm gonna install Gnome, and then it should install all the dependencies and all that stuff, and then the terminal should work, and then we can choose between Gnome and Cinnamon. Gnome is kind of bloated and takes up. It's gotten better though, as you can see. Like it's fine. Like yeah, if I control Shift F, I can't run this in full screen without the VBox additions. So well, I might be able to actually if I set, but I don't think. Yeah, we don't have like. Yeah, okay. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna reboot once more. I'm gonna attach the live ISO, and we're gonna you know restart. Yeah, restart. So yeah, I'm gonna install Gnome with like all the, so it has all the dependencies and all that stuff. Because I mean I can't do anything without a terminal. Like I need a terminal to install. I need to install the Linux headers and maybe something else. I don't really remember. And then I need to run the VBox Linux additions.run file. And then it will compile modules for the kernel for stuff that it needs. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So, but it should be fine. I mean, yeah, it will take up some extra disk space to have all the GNOME stuff, but I don't really know what to do, to be honest. One tip, though, by the way, if you find this installation process too difficult, there are actually several other ways to install Arch. Or was it Gentoo? Let's see. Install Arch Linux. Because I found. What was it? What was that? Was that for Gentoo? It might have been for Gentoo. Wait, hang on. I think I downloaded the ISO for it. It is called. Wait, where is it? I can't find it now. It's the normal Gentoo installation of ISOs, and there's the Arch Linux. But there's another one. Oh, wait, maybe I have it. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, this one. Zen installer. That's the one I'm talking about. But I can't remember what what this really it was for. Zen installer. For yeah, it is for Arch. Here. Zen Installer, a graphical installer for Arch Linux. The Zen installer provides a full graphical point-and-click environment for installing Arch Linux. It provides support for installing multiple desktop environments, AUR support, all the power flexibility of Arch Linux with the ease of a graphical installer. Available desktops include GNOME, KDE, Mate, XFCE, and LXDE. The ISO will boot the live environment and then download the most current stable version of the installer after you connect it to the internet, so you will always get the newest installer with updated features. So if this guide I'm doing right now seems too difficult for you, download this ISO and just run that. I'm probably gonna do a guide for that because I haven't tried this yet. I want to see how that works. So yeah, yeah, we're gonna play around with that later. Yeah, I'll do a video for that for sure. Okay, let's see here. So we needed to load keys. Oops, no, load keys. SV Latin 1, and then we need to mount dev SCA3 to mount dev SCA1 into mount boot, and then arch chroot into mount. There we go. Okay, Pacman S GNOME. Yes. There are two providers available for emoji font. I mean, I don't know. Sure. Yeah, now it's gonna install a lot of stuff, but we kind of need this stuff because even the Cinnamon installation was like super minimal. I didn't have like anything in it, and even the GNOME installation was also like super minimal. Like I didn't have anything in GNOME. It installed GNOME because, well, I installed GDM because LightDM it wasn't working for some reason. I have no idea why, but GDM is working, and that's why it installed like a super minimal version of GNOME. But it didn't install like all of this stuff, and that's probably why the terminal wasn't working, because it probably needed some sort of GNOME lib or something or other. But I mean, this is fine. It takes up a little bit extra disk space. Plus, it's nice to be able to switch between desktop environments. So you can now we can choose between GNOME and Cinnamon, which is nice. And you can install even more if you want to install, let's say, XFCE. You can install that as well and choose that. Okay, so hopefully this, if I search for GNOME, like is there GNOME, because I think there's like let's see here. We need to grep for /GNOME. Yeah, these are all the, because I want to see if there's like GNOME extras or GNOME desktop installed. Okay. Is there like GNOME? Okay, so install. GNOME Common is not installed. What? Shouldn't that be installed? Oh. I feel like this should be installed as well. Okay, let's check again here. So now I have a GNOME Common as well. GNOME Dictionary, I don't think I need that. Icon, theme, symbolic. GNOME Minds. Oh, so there's a group, GNOME Extra. Yeah, and those are not installed. Okay, so let's install GNOME Extra. Yes. There are 3 providers available for XDG Desktop Portal IMP. I think we'll use the standard one, the GTK. Yeah. Yes. Okay, wow. Yeah, it's gonna install a lot of stuff. But for a graphical environment, for a graphical Linux environment, you want it to work, right? You don't want to deal with bullshit or missing dependencies or anything like that, right? On a server is completely different. On a server you want it to be as minimal as possible. You only want to install the stuff that you actually need. But on a desktop it's pretty much the opposite. You want to have like pretty much everything installed so that the desktop experience is as smooth and nice and clean as possible. Now these missing firmwares, I don't think that matters. Okay, cool. Now we're gonna install, I think it's Linux headers, right? Yeah. Because the VBox edition program needs the headers. Now, I know this from previous experience that in user source. Oh, okay, no, maybe that was in Gentoo then. Okay. Yeah, that must have been in Gentoo. Okay, so it already has a symlink because it looks the VBox edition linux.run, it looks for user source Linux. So if you have user source Linux .5.12.10 or something and just that, then you have to create a symlink for Linux, just Linux. Okay, I think we are ready. I think, I hope. Okay, so you mount boot, mount reboot, and then maybe I can no. Not fast enough. No. There we go. Remove, force, and reset. Now it's still gonna hang right before it loads GDM, like it's done here. Here it should have already loaded the GDM login screen, but something is bugging out here. It was the same when we just used the console. I don't know what it is. Hopefully this goes away after we've installed the VBox editions. Because I don't have this issue anymore on my other Arch installation. I have this problem if I if I enable 3D acceleration, then it won't load at all. It just hangs here forever, unfortunately. But we're gonna wait for this to finish, and then it's gonna load GDM hopefully, and then we're gonna load into GNOME. Well, we can load into Cinnamon first and see if if the terminal works in Cinnamon, because I'd rather run Cinnamon than Gnome, to be honest. But if that doesn't work, then I'll just run Gnome. Yeah. Gnome is actually kind of nice nowadays. It's not like super bad. Oh, now I can choose Gnome Classic. That's it. That's better. Yeah, I think Gnome Classic looks a little bit better. Okay. Yeah. Oh, actually, yeah, I don't know. Maybe not. To be honest. Yeah. Yeah, I think I prefer the newer look, to be honest. Wait, where? Oh, yeah. But let's try Cinnamon. Let's see if Cinnamon, how Cinnamon works now. Okay, cool. Now, does this work? Oh my God, no, it doesn't. Wow. Will it work in GNOME? If it doesn't work in GNOME, then oh, we should have installed like Xterm or something. Oh my God, I'm so stupid. I forget things all the time. No. Log out. Log out. But hopefully it will work in GNOME. We can also try GNOME on Xorg. Okay, so terminal, please work. What? It's not even working in GNOME. What the hell, man? I mean, this is insane. Although, is there like a browse software installed? Can I like install stuff from here now? Explore. No application data found. Update preferences, automatic. Software repositories, FlatHub. GNOME terminal doesn't even show up here. Or is it just called terminal? Yeah, terminal. Launch. Yeah, this doesn't work. But explore, I can't find like terminal. Why? Oh my God. Why does this have to be so stupid? Um, hmm. Well, okay. Yeah, I have to reboot into the live CD once again. We have Firefox though. Okay, but this time I'm gonna. Sorry, it's taking so long, but yeah, I need. I mean, I need. I need a terminal. I need a working terminal. What we can do though is I think I did this actually. I actually think I installed the VirtualBox Additions in the ch root. But I still want a working terminal. I have no idea why GNOME terminal is not working. That's so strange, man. Super strange. And now we've installed everything from GNOME, like all the GNOME and GNOME extras and everything. So it should have all the like dependencies and stuff like that. So I have no idea why it could be. I don't know. Maybe it's it could be that the VBox Editions is not installed because it requires like a graphic driver, because modern terminals like the GNOME terminal is kind of graphical in a way. But let's install Xterm, so we at least have like a normal terminal that I can that should work regardless. I hope. So let's install that. We can also install the VBox Additions in the ch root. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Although we have to unmount the live CD, so it's a little bit tricky to do this, but I think it's possible. I think I did this actually. Okay, so first of all, load keys sp1. Oh, yes. Thank you for correcting my command. That's nice of you. Z shell. Okay, let's see. Mount dev st3, mount boot sta1, and now let's do arch ch root into mount. Oh, whoops, into mount, and let's exit. So it should have the command arch ch root in the memory, hopefully. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna force unmount the live ISO, and I'm gonna insert the guest additions CD. Now I don't know if this is gonna work. Mount dev CD-ROM mount mount okay, arch ch root mount, okay. ls mount, no, okay, that did not work. Okay, okay, I think we need to okay, you mount dev CD-ROM. Okay, can I make dir box? I can. Cool. Copy A and copy A. Sorry. Oh wait. We need to mount this somewhere. Make the media just CD-ROM, like that. Mount the dev CD-ROM into CD-ROM. Copy A, sorry. CD-ROM, oops, into, yeah, we're getting a lot of errors because I force unmount the live CD. I'm not sure if this is gonna work. We'll see. Root VBox. Okay. Okay, so all right. How did I do this? I remember I did this somehow. Well, let's arch chroot into mount, and then do pacman as xterm. Now xterm should work regardless. And then let's search for like GNOME terminal. Let's just try and reinstall it. Reinstalling GNOME terminal. Now we have xterm as well. Okay, yeah, hopefully this will work. Yeah, because I can't get like I can't get the files from the VBox Edition ISO. Yeah. I remember I did that somehow, but I don't really remember how I did that. Okay, once again. No, yeah, even I was pretty fast there, but even that wasn't fast enough. Oh man, oh, it's a little bit of a pain to do this, to be honest. Something like Linux Mint is like super easy to install. No issues at all. Everything just works out of the box. So if you're looking for like a really nice and good virtual machine Linux desktop environment, I highly recommend Linux Mint with Cinnamon. It's awesome. That's my my go-to virtual Linux desktop. Arch is nice too, of course, but yeah, it's a little bit of a pain. I'm gonna do a guide with the Zen installer later, but with the Zen installer, I mean, all that does is, I mean, the commands I ran, it's not that many commands you have to do. The issue is this with the VBox Additions and like getting the terminal to work and stuff like that. And it's probably going to be the same issue with that ISO, but yeah, we'll have to see. This has been 2 hours now. Yeah, unfortunately we ran into some issues Mostly this hang is taking a while, and then the terminal, getting the terminal to work has been like a pain in the ass. Yeah, I need a terminal. Let's see if this works now. No, it still doesn't work. I have no idea why. It's so weird because I've installed everything from GNOME and I reinstalled the GNOME terminal, but it's just not working. Super, super strange. But hopefully next term. Yes. Oh, thank God. Oh, at least I have a terminal now. Okay. Sudo su. And then let's see. Now we can insert guest additions. I'm gonna press cancel and I'm gonna do this. Oh, I don't know why this isn't loading. Can that put that in the profile? Wait, what? Wait, what? It still hasn't loaded it. What? This is so weird, man. Profile. Yeah, there it is. Load keys. SV Latin 1. But whatever. Copy. Oh, the run media circ. There it is. Okay. So copy a run media circ VBox and star. Where's star? Oh, it's shift 8 on the English keyboard to VBox Additions. There we go. Now we have it. Now we don't need to. Now we can unmount this. Yeah. And now we can go into it. Now we have it on the system itself. Here we have all the additions for everything. Finally. Okay, so let's make sure that all the files are executable. And let's run VBox. VBox. The hell? Wait, what? Oh, wait, is it plus? Wait, where's plus? Oh my God. English keyboard. Arg. I thought I pressed that. There we go. Okay. Okay. VBox Linux additions.run. Here we go. Finally. Took a while, but we got there. And we might have to install something. It will say it's pretty nice because it will output that you need to install GCC or make and Perl if you don't have that. It will also say that you need the kernel headers if you don't have that, which is pretty nice of them to output that. But I installed that earlier in this installation. I installed all of that, so because I knew that this addition needed. It needs GCC, make, Perl, and the Linux headers. Okay, let's reboot and see what happens. Now let's see if it still hangs here. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, something is going really slow here. So it's yeah, it still seems to be some kind of an issue, even with the VBox additions. I have no idea what it is though, but it should load GDM in a little bit. Have to be patient. This is the only distribution, by the way, that does this. I haven't run into this issue with any other distro. And I've installed, as you can see, plenty. OpenSUSE was actually surprisingly nice. It's actually not just the VM itself that hangs. It's VirtualBox. Look at this. It's VirtualBox that something is. So it might be a bug in VirtualBox. It might not be Arch Linux. It might be VirtualBox that's doing something weird. Okay, now it seems to be, yeah. Yeah. Okay, now we're getting here. Okay. Okay, now everything is fine. Something is either there's a bug in Arch Linux that makes VirtualBox hang or for a while, or there's a bug in VirtualBox. I don't know, but there's something going on. Most likely there's something in Arch Linux because that's the only distribution that does this. This Arch Linux does not do that anymore for some reason. CentOS doesn't do that. It boots up just fine. Debian boots up just fine, super fast. Gentoo boots up just fine. Linux Mint super fast, boots up just fine. Ubuntu just fine. OpenSUSE just fine. This is another Linux Mint that this is my real quote real Linux Mint. This is I could remove that. That's the one I did for the guide I did for Linux Mint. Okay. Okay, so if we do this, yay! Full screen! Hooray! Yeah, that's the main reason you want the VBox additions, is that you can just press. I have the command key is set to Control Alt. So for me, it's Control Alt F for full screen and Control Alt F to go out of full screen. And you can see it automatically resets the correct resolution immediately, which is super nice. Okay, let's see if well, first of all, let's see if this works. Probably not. Yeah, it still doesn't work. I have no idea why. There's some bug with that, but we have Xterm now, which is good. So at least at least we have something, right? Firefox. I thought I added that to favorites. Now it is. Okay. Archlinux.org. Uh-oh. Isn't the internet working? Huh. Hmm. It is not. Hmm. Why? No valid interface is found. Waiting for carrier. What? Huh? Okay. That's kind of weird. I mean, we have... Oh, it stayed down. What if we... Oh my god, where is it? Yeah, it still stayed down. Wow. Oh my god, this has been such a nightmare. But it was working fine before. Maybe the VirtualBox Additions did something. But I mean, the device is there. It's just the state, like settings, network. I mean, everything is fine. Cable connected. Like it's just a standard Intel card, a virtual Intel card. Uh, hmm. What if we do this? Do we have a DH client? We do not. Okay, Pacman. Yes, DH client. Oh, right. I can't. I don't have any internet, so I can't do that. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. What a fucking nightmare, man. Let's just reboot and see if it comes up. If not, then I have to... I don't know. Do something with DH client. I don't know why it still hangs here. Um, let me bring up my other installation, the one that this one, the one I did first that I didn't do a guide for. So let's just reboot this and see if if this hangs as well. I don't think it does anymore. I could be wrong though. Maybe it does. Yeah, maybe it actually does. Yeah, maybe. No, it didn't seem to. That was Not super fast, but not super slow either. Yeah, we rebooted this after we had rebooted this, so this came up. Yeah, so this is fine. Yeah, this is working fine, and in here, terminal is working just fine. So yeah, I have no idea what's going on with this one. But yeah, when I install this one, I just installed GNOME. I don't think I have any other. Let's see, log out. Oh right, I'm using Light DM instead of GDM. But I couldn't get Light DM to work on this one for some reason. This is so random. Super strange. How about GNOME on Xorg? We haven't tried that one. Terminal. Nope. But at least we have Xterm. It looks like crap, but at least we have a terminal. That's the most important thing. So we can run commands. Yeah. Yeah, so this installation for some reason seems to work better, which is kind of weird because to my recollection anyway, I did exactly the same thing on both machines. Oh yeah, this happens. Sometimes it kind of bugs out. You have to go in and out of full screen, but now it works. Okay, but I mean, it's still yeah. GNOME terminal is not working for some reason. I have no idea why. Let's do this. Yep, sound is working. Cool. Let's. Oh right, yeah. We didn't have any internet. That was the reason that we rebooted, right? So yeah, this is really weird. After we installed the VirtualBox Additions, the internet stopped working. Like super weird. System CTL stop DHCPCD. DH client. What? I installed DH client. Right? I'm pretty sure I did. What if we do this? EMP 0 SP. Waiting for carrier. What? Like, oh. Yeah, sometimes the full screen bugs out, so you have to go in and out of full screen. This is super strange, man. Timed out. That's so strange, man. I mean, what we could try is power off, then go into settings, and then we disable this one, enable another one. I mean, I don't know. Why isn't it working? I mean, promiscuous mode, why would you need that? Yeah, we can we could try that. But at least we got, I mean, we got both Cinnamon and Gnome working, and Arch Linux is working. It's hanging. There's some bug in Arch Linux and VirtualBox that either in Arch Linux or VirtualBox that makes it hang on boot. But it will come up eventually, and then once it's booted, then everything is fine. So this, yeah. No, the hang actually did not happen now. Okay, that's good. Oh wait, hang on. Did I actually edit? Hang on. It could be this. Hang on a second. No, no, wait, I don't load. All right, I'm not allowed to load keys. I don't. Okay, yeah, this installation seems a little weird. Hello. Okay. Well, whatever. Need to see host. Did I do this? Yeah, I did. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I thought maybe it was because of this. Let's see. IP address. Yeah, this interface works. We have an address now. Yeah, so internet is working. That's so weird. I have no idea. The only thing we did was disable the first network card and enable the second one instead. And yeah, it's working fine. Okay. Yeah, and I have to do this. I don't know, sometimes the full screen bugs out, so yeah. So archlinux.org. Yeah, it's working. Okay, wow. We ran into some issues with this, unfortunately, and GNOME terminal, yes, it's still not working, I suppose. Yeah, no, it's not. I have no idea why. It's super strange. But Firefox is working. Let's go to like a YouTube. Let's go to youtube.com. I agree. And let's search for Universe Live. And let's do this. Oh yeah, there is some. I was like, huh? Yeah. Oh wait, you can't hear it. There we go. This is from the VM, and it's working just fine. Cool, man. Yep, so video and sound is working just fine. That's awesome. One thing I am gonna do. Let's see, I think we already did this, right? This one. I think so. let's see if if I bring up xterm, xterm, and then I can't set it to like black or anything. No. There are nicer versions of xterm, I think. I can't remember the name, but this works fine just for demonstration purposes. Right. So sudo su. I wanted to see if we can install Spotify. Because if I do like this, pacman s ss Spotify. Spotify D. Wait, what? Lightweight Spotify streaming daemon with Spotify Connect support. Okay. Yeah, but it doesn't have the Spotify. So instead, you go out of root. You do not do this as root. I don't think. Let's see. Man, yay. 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 Help. Oh, fucking English keyboard. Let's see here. Is it yay? It's just yay package. Yeah. So yay Spotify. I think it's just like so. All right. Okay. There are wow. Wow. There's a lot of stuff. Spotify. Is it called like Spotify client? Or was it actually called Spotify DL? That's not what we want. Although that's a really good tool to download music from Spotify. It actually searches the song in Spotify and downloads it from YouTube. It's a pretty cool tool. But Spotify. Maybe. Wait, I can't find it. There's so much stuff. Arg. What if we do this instead? Can we like in Pac-Man? Let's try this. Okay, so let's see here. Oh. Snap or search. Yeah, I don't think it has Snap. Yeah, but I think we can do this. Oh, wait, running as root. Yeah. Yay, Snap. Oh my God. Snap, Snap D. There it is. So Snap D. Snap D 1. Yes. Remove make dependencies after install. What? No. Okay, is it actually installing Snapd? Snapd passed. Making package Snapd. Okay. Yeah, because you can install. Whoa, whoa, that was a lot of errors there. Okay, but it looked like it went through packages one snapd install. So it looked like optional dependencies, bash completion. Okay. So I think we have to do this as a root though. So what is it? Systemctl enable snapd and start snapd. Okay, snap install Spotify. I think that's the right command. I actually don't remember if it's snap install or just snap Spotify. I actually don't know. But it's doing something. Waiting for automatic snapd restart. Does it have to update itself or something first? Download snap core 18 from channel stable. Yeah, maybe it has to update itself first or something. I don't know what it's doing, to be honest. But yeah. But I don't think, unfortunately, I don't think we can get Spotify to work. At least I couldn't get it to work on my other Arch installation, the VM I did. It just crashed. I think that has something to do with the 3D acceleration not working with Arch Linux. We can try to turn it on and boot this up and see if it works. But I don't think it's gonna work. But we can try. 530K. Jesus Christ, that's so slow, man. I have 1 gigabit internet, man. Your host is slow as hell, man. Okay, download Snap Spotify from channel stable. Cool. So it is, but yeah, it's going really fast. I don't know what repo I have. I probably have a really slow repository. Yeah, I think, yeah, I forgot to set the repositories. I don't think I chose any repositories. So yeah, what I can do is I can cut this part out and we'll go from there. Okay, Spotify installed. I didn't find this path, but I don't think that matters. Okay, so let's see if Spotify works or not. Oh, okay. Wait, what? Hang on. So, wait, Spotify client. Huh. Apparently, there's something called Spot, a Spotify client for the GNOME desktop. Huh. I didn't know that. But Spotify, so okay. So I have to install it again. then. Or maybe this is just a snap of it or something. I don't really know. Spot is a okay. Well, okay, so maybe spot will work. We'll try this and then we'll try spot and see if any of them works. Because I didn't get Spotify to work on my other Arch installation. It just opened up and crashed immediately. Probably due to, I'm guessing it could be the 3D acceleration, but I don't see why Spotify should need a 3D acceleration. That seems a little weird to me. We'll see though. All right, launch. Yeah, it's the same like on my other Arch installation. Just launched and it just crashes immediately. What if we run it from the command line? Wait, what? Spot. Oh, okay. So, oh, okay. That's probably what it's. So it's var lib snap the bin. No. Hello. Yeah, something. Okay, there it is. Spotify.snap. Okay, so okay, so you can't launch it like a normal program because it's like a snap, something like that. I actually don't know how snap works, to be honest. I'm kind of unfamiliar with it. But yeah, if we do this, uh, yeah, we just get here. This time it didn't crash, but yeah, the window you can move the window, so it's not crash, but it isn't loading anything. I'm guessing that's because of the 3D acceleration. Now we can try and shut this down and turn on 3D acceleration. However, I think that it's not gonna boot up the GUI. But we can try. I mean, maybe it will work on this one. Who knows? It didn't work on the other one, but we can at least try. And let's see, it might hang here. I don't know. Yeah, wait. Huh. It's actually is it no, it doesn't seem to. There's something weird with 3D acceleration and Arch Linux. It's not working. Uh, hmm. Yeah, I don't know what it's doing right now. It's like just, yeah, no idea. Power off. Yeah. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. This is the one. Display. Disable 3D acceleration, and then it'll boot up just fine. But unfortunately, it's Spotify. But we can try Spot. We could try that. I'll never try that. But if you're planning on installing Arch Linux as a VM like this, and you want 3D acceleration, I'm sure it's possible to get it to work somehow if you just Google yourself. There's probably some forum post out there that explains how to do it. But I'm not gonna do that now because it's already almost 3 hours this video, so so yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Was it Spot? Let's try Spot and see if that works. I didn't even know this existed, so obviously I've never tried it. Spotify client for the GNOME desktop. Interesting. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna disable the screen just to log. Oh, and also I need to look up my password. Wow. Wow, cool. Okay, so oh, wow. Does it work? Yes, it does. Sweet. Yeah, that works just fine. Oh, Spot is actually super nice. That was a much more lightweight version of Spotify. That's really nice, actually. Cool. Wow. So yeah, use Spot. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, as we can see, archlinux.org. We got it to work with GNOME, and we can also log out because we also got Cinnamon to work. I'm gonna log out and choose Cinnamon. Software rendering. Well, let's try the first one first and see how that works. Yeah, it's because 3D acceleration is not on, because that's not working for some reason with Arch Linux. I don't know why. I have no idea. But as you can see, we got both Cinnamon and GNOME to work. We ran into quite a few issues, but we managed to solve them, except for GNOME Terminal. It's still not working for some reason. I have no idea why. Like, yeah, it's not working. So I installed Xterm instead, and that works just fine. We also cannot enable 3D acceleration in Arch Linux for some reason. I have no idea why. If you do this, if you follow this guide, you can just Google on your own how to make that work, because it's probably possible to make that work. Okay, guys, that's gonna be it for this video guide. It's already been 3 hours. I'm gonna cut a little bit part out here and there to shorten it a little bit. But okay, until next time. See you later, guys. Bye bye.